Hello students, from this video I am starting part 4th of data structure subject, that is stack, which is an example of linear data structure. Stack is an example of linear data structure, that means we know the order of accessing and storing the elements. Stack is an ordered list of elements in which insertion and deletion are made at one end called the top. In a stack we can store, that means insert and delete elements from the same end, that is called as the top. As you can see, all the elements we want to insert in a stack inserted from the top. Data is stored and retrieved, which is also called as access, from a stack in a last in first out mechanism. That means stack uses LIFO mechanism, last in first out method, to store and access data from the stack. To understand this thing, let's take an example that if we have to make a stack of elements 5, 7, 2 and 4 and let the size of a stack is 4, then to create a stack we perform the push operation, which is the insertion operation. So initially we have an empty stack, also called as a stack underflow. First element we want to insert in a stack is 5, so we have to write push 5. So 5 will be stored at the end of the stack. Next we want to push 7, so we have to write push 7. Then 7 will insert it from the top and be stored after 5. Similarly we push 2, push 4. In this way this stack is full, because we can only store 4 elements into stack. So the given stack is full, or we can say stack is overflow. So here you can see we perform insertion or push operation from one end, that is the top of the stack. Here you can see this is the last element of the stack and this is the first element of the stack. So to perform delete operation, that means pop operation from stack, or you can say when we want to access element from the stack we have to perform pop operation. So here we have a given stack which is full of elements, because here the size of a stack is 4 and this stack contains 4 elements. So when we perform pop operation, first we get 4 because here stack uses last in first out mechanism. Here the last inserted element is 4, so the element deleted first will be 4, last in first out. The element which is inserted last will be out or deleted first. So after performing pop operation, first we will get 4 and after this pop operation we will get 2. From this pop operation we will get 7 and from this pop operation we will get 5. And now our stack is empty, or we can say stack is underflow. In this way push and pop operation works in stack. Representation of a stack, there are two ways to represent a stack. First is array representation and second is linked list representation. In array representation we have to create an array, as we have assumed that the size of stack is 4, so we have to write the size of array 4. So when we push 5, 7, 2, 4, 4 will be the last element of this stack and top points to the index of this last element, so the top contains 3. How we perform push and pop operation over stack we will see in next video. Next is linked list representation of a stack. So here you can see the element which is inserted first will be the last element, this linked list. This is the linked list representation of a stack, in which this is the first element which we push in stack. Second element is 7, this is the third, and this is the fourth element, that means the topmost element of a stack. So top always point to the topmost node of the stack. So when we perform pop operation, first we will get the 4, the element which is inserted last. In next video we will see array implementation of a stack, in which we will learn how to perform push and pop operation over a stack and how to write algorithm for it. Thank you.